What's going on, Socialites, and welcome back to another Global Pokémon Society Draft League battle. It's playoff time here, Season 8, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl doubles, as we have the number 8 seed Vero Beach Volcarona taking on the number 9 seed Black City Zekrom in the first round of the playoffs. A lot of exciting stuff here. I predicted Black City would win this game. Vero beat them week number 1 of the regular season, but the teams have drastically changed. Vero got rid of their wheezing slacking combo, which was kind of a big part of them winning that third game in that series, and Black City got rid of their sand core and added Sableye and Gengar, as well as Staraptor, which we all see here. So we're definitely going to have to see how the teams kind of stack up here. One thing I've been giving Vero a hard time about is, again, you don't see them bringing their Alakazam, their A tier. Ever since they swapped out Weezing for Alakazam, they have not wanted to bring it. I feel like it's your A tier. You got to show up. Black City leaving off with Ambipom and Gengar. Vero with their double rock types, Shuckle and Regirock. Vero's been bringing Shuckle a couple times here. We do see a contrary set this time. Going to set up Sandstorm to give Regirock that special defense boost in the sand. No protect here on Regirock, so it is going to get hit if this Ambipom wants to fake out, and Gengar perhaps could have Energy Ball. That could definitely be a hard time for the Regirock here. There is the fake out into Shuckle, so no Sandstorm's going to get off here. And there is the Energy Ball. Let's see how much this does to Regirock. Big damage, not enough for the KO. And Earthquake, not enough to knock out Gengar either, however. And critical hit on the Ambipom, so you see here this Shuckle, it has this Shell Smash, but I feel like without Toxic, it just doesn't have a way to do a lot of damage here. Also does not have Infestation. I feel like either of those would be better, at least than Stealth Rock. Here's a dual shot, but Shuckle dodges it. Dodges the dual chop. Dazzling Gleam not doing too much to Latios there, even on the switch in, which I'm actually kind of surprised about. I wonder what item Gengar could have here. It could just be Focus Sash. Shuckle, though, thanks to that contrary, is going to raise its defenses, so it can stick around quite a bit. Latios with the Psychic. Can it get the knockout here on the Ambipom? Yes, it does. So Ambipom is our first knockout. Another Dazzling Gleam, though, takes out Latios, so the second one got Latios there. Shuckle now is going to be at +4 on its defenses. Or excuse me, +2, because it only gets -1 normally on defense. So it's at +2 on both defenses. So Shuckle going to be pretty bulky. It's going to have to use those helping hands. Mismagius is the other play here. I just don't think Vero has enough here, especially with Regirock being so low. I think Vero realizes they're in a sticky situation here. Trying to figure something out. Don't want to switch Shuckle out right now. You are at +2 on the defenses. Gonna try and set up a Sandstorm. Again, no protects on any of their Pokemon. Gonna be really difficult for them. Alright, they switch out Mismagius here. Very interesting. Gengar goes for the Shadow Ball. This will knock out Regirock. And then a Brave Bird into Shuckle. At +2 defense, Shuckle takes that relatively well. And it's going to get up the Sandstorm. Will provide some passive damage here, doing a little bit to Gengar. But it looks like Gengar has enough to be able to survive another one. Now, Mismagius does have the Kasib Berry, it looks like, so that will allow it to survive one of Gengar's attacks. But no Dazzling Gleam on the Mismagius, so again, it can't really do like a double attack here. Here's the Kasib Berry proc. Ooh, almost enough, though, with that critical hit to get the KO, but not quite. Does get a special defense drop, though. Mismagius gets the Will-O-Wisp onto Staraptor, but Staraptor might get the KO here. Let's see. Yes, does knock out Mismagius with the Brave Bird. Now, unfortunately, Shuckle doesn't have any way to really do damage here. Gengar does get knocked out by the sand, though. But without a way to get any passive recovery here for Shuckle. Mawile's going to come out. It's going to give Shuckle another attack boost. Double Intimidators for Vero. Or for Black City against Vero. Which is surprising because Regirock has Clear Body. And so it really is only going to affect a couple of their Pokemon there. I think I would have preferred Reckless on the Staraptor. And maybe even Sheer Force on the Mawile. Weavile is always a threat, but Black City has this game pretty much sewn up here. Just need another round of attacks into this Shuckle. I definitely don't think we'll see Shuckle in these next couple games. We'll have to see what Vero does to switch things up there. Critical hit. Finishes off Shuckle. And Black City takes game 1 here in the playoffs. Vero, they had to have some sort of plan, but just didn't come to fruition there. We'll have to see what they can do to switch things up going into game number 2. Black City went pretty offensive. I don't think the Intimidates really helped them, though, so I wouldn't be surprised if Mawile switched out for either Nidoking or Sableye into these later games. Although Mawile is a pretty good Latios counter. All right, the teams are ready for game number 2. Vero down 0-1. Black City with the same lead and the same team here for game number 2. Vero switches up, though, goes with Weavile and Latios. Definitely gotta be careful of the Ambipom. Has that fake out potential, but both Pokemon do have the chance to knock out Gengar here. There's the fake out. Faster than Ambipom, and that's going to allow the Psychic. Let's see if this is a Focus Sash. No Focus Sash, so Gengar goes down right away. Big knockout there already. Turn 1, Black City was unable to do anything. Mawile comes out, gets the Intimidate off onto Weavile, and again, it's a pretty good counter to Latios here. Vero gonna stay in with both Pokemon. Mawile with the Sucker Punch into Latios. Big damage. Latios, though, gets the Psychic off. It is Choice Scarf. Not enough to take out Ambipom. Let's see, though. The Icicle Crash does connect, though, so this will finish off Ambipom. And Vero still hasn't lost a Pokemon yet. Staraptor is going to be the last choice for Black City. Gets another Intimidate on Weavile, but Weavile does have those super effective ice attacks. Focus Sash hasn't been popped yet. I'm going to go for the Ice Shard. Not too sure about that one. Latios is going to stay in, which is very surprising to me. Because, you know, Sucker Punch. I would do a double switch here, to be honest. I would switch Weavile probably into Mismagius and Latios into Hitmonlee. Ice Shard not doing much. Let's see, another Sucker Punch. This will knock out Latios. Again, that definitely could have been avoided. We'll have to see if that comes back to bite Vero here, who's already down one game. Close combat into Weavile, but the Focus Sash keeps Weavile alive. Defense drop on Staraptor. Ooh, and takes the Citrus Berry, so gonna get a little bit of health back. That's gonna help because now Mawile can't go for that Sucker Punch for the knockout. Hitmonlee does have the fake out, so Hitmonlee can come in. I'm gonna go for the Ice Crash this time. If that connects, I think it should get the knockout. Let's see, Hitmonlee with the fake out into Mawile. Ice Crash does connect. Will it be enough to take out Staraptor? Yes, it does take out Staraptor. Mawile flinches. Now Mawile's facing a 3v1 here in game number 2. Mismagius comes in. Earthquake. Big damage on the Mawile. Mawile goes for the Iron Head into Mismagius. And we see the Shell Bell. Fortunately, though, I don't think that'll matter as Mawile might be able to get one more KO here if he wants to go for the Sucker Punch onto Mismagius. Oh, going for the Mach Punch. That's interesting. Mawile just able to survive. Mawile with the Sucker Punch will knock out Mismagius, so Mismagius goes down. Now, the good thing is, differential, unlike in the regular season, does not matter in the playoffs. All that matters is winning here. So, whether you lose one Pokemon or all four, as long as you win that match, it's all good. And I do think that with this last attack here, Fake Out, able to get the knockout on the Mawile. And Vero Beach ties it up here. One game apiece in the first round of the playoffs. Definitely switching things up, going for a lot more of an offensive route. That Scarf Latios is definitely giving Black City trouble. Not sure how they can really play around that. I think if I was them, it all comes down to their use of Sableye here in the last game. They have not used it very well, though, throughout the season. But if this Sableye has speed control, such as Quash and Fake Out, you can definitely take care of that Latios. And they got to be careful, because Vero does have the double Fake Outs between Weavile and Hitmonlee that they can stagger throughout the match. Let's see. Game 3. Winner moves on here in the playoffs. Black City does go with the double Ghost lead, bringing Sableye here. Vero sticking with the same lead they had. Now, again, it's all going to come down to what this Sableye can do. But, again, Gengar doesn't have that Focus Sash, so I think it's going to be in for a bad time here. Oh, Gengar switches out, though. Where are they going to bring in? Staraptor. Alright, my apologies, folks. Looks like I had the wrong information on what Pokemon were brought to this game. So, Staraptor's in now. Ooh, again, we see just how poorly Black City has utilized Sableye. They go for the Will-O-Wisp onto Weavile. But of course, Prankster does not work on opposing dark types. Staraptor, though, able to survive here thanks to that Citrus Berry. But it will not survive another Psychic. A big misplay once again for Black Sea. There's no excuse. They should know better. That happened to them a couple times throughout the season. They have just not utilized this Sableye at all. And again, in my battle with them, or maybe it was a different battle, but I said that these teams just do not use Sableye well. Psychic is disabled, though, so that does mean that Latios can't get attacked. So a nice play there, but the Icicle Crash onto Sableye. Ooh, that does give Staraptor a chance here. Goes for the close combat. Gonna do some big damage to Weavile. But without moves like Fake Out or Knock Off, Sableye's just not going to have any damage output. Latios is going to switch out here, though, so that does give Black City a chance. Weavile can go for the Ice Shard, though. Ooh, but looks like they're going to do a double switch, maybe? Yes, we're going to see a double switch here for Vero. Ooh, Sableye with the taunt. Very interesting. Just try and do whatever it can. Ooh, and a big U-turn from Staraptor. Get some decent damage there, actually. This could put Black City in a good spot again, because they're going to be able to bring out Gengar. Now, they have to remember that the Kasib Berry is a thing here on Mismagius, so they're not going to get that knockout from Gengar here. Sableye with the Will-O-Wisp. However, Hitmonlee does have the Lumberry, which is going to proc here, and that's going to activate Hitmonlee's Unburden, allowing it to go first. Big damage onto Gengar, taking it out before it can do anything to Mismagius. Mismagius is going to go for this Shadow Ball onto Sableye, and gets the knockout there. A huge turn for Vero. Just when I thought Black City might have a little bit of life left, Vero takes them down. Staraptor comes out. Gonna get that Intimidate off again. And Nidoking is the last Pokemon. It all comes down to this game. Which team will move on? Hitmonlee with the Mach Punch. Takes down Staraptor despite the Intimidate. Mismagius with a Psychic isn't enough to take down Nidoking. No, Nidoking able to survive this one. Goes for the Ice Beam. Not enough to take down Mismagius, who shakes off the taunt. And with that, Vero should seal it up here, taking game number 3 and winning their first ever playoff match. This team has been around since Season 3 of the GPS, and they get their first playoff win here. Congrats to Vero, sweeping Black City in the final game. Huge stuff there. As always, thanks for watching. Stay classy, Society.